In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 MLB games happening on July 23, 2022. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets. As we provide these videos on a daily basis, I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 1 betting pick a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. New York Yankees versus Baltimore Orioles. After feasting on the Baltimore Orioles in Friday's opener, the New York Yankees will be looking to dine on seconds in Saturday's rematch with their American League East rivals. The thunderous bats for the Yankees seemingly put the opener out of reach early, but then the Orioles caught fire late and nearly caught up. They'll have an even tougher time in holding off New York, with Gerrit Cole taking the mound as the starting pitcher opposite of Baltimore's Jordan Lyles. The Yankees are 83-39 in their last 122 Saturday games and 58-24 in their last 82 overall. The Orioles are 6-2 in their last 8 Saturday games and 11-3 in their last 14 overall. The over is 12-2 in Yankees' last 14 overall. The over is 4-0-1 in Orioles' last 5 overall. The Yankees are 36-15 in the last 51 meetings in Baltimore and 44-15 in the last 59 meetings. The Yankees jumped right into the second half of the season with a doubleheader against arguably the best team in the league besides themselves, the Astros. After traveling from Houston to Baltimore the very next day, they finally get their ace Gerrit Cole on the mound for this game. That should be a huge boost for the team as they look to maintain their league best record and extend their lead in the American League East. It's difficult to label the Orioles as having any kind of ace, but it certainly isn't Jordan Lyles. That's who will be opposite of Cole on the mound, which is great news for the Yankees' league best lineup. New York leads the league in nearly every hitting category, such as OPS, home runs, runs scored, walks, and so on. Aaron Judge and company should be able to pad those stats against Lyles, who just got smacked in his last start. A depleted Rays lineup put up 6 runs in just 2.2 innings, so there's no telling how many the Yankees could score in this game. New York should also welcome this series after playing the Red Sox and Astros for the majority of the month. They've won 5 of their last 7 games against the Orioles, with Cole being a part of one of them. However, he also needs to get a bit of revenge against Baltimore. His last start against them was a loss, but he struck out 11 batters. Since then, Cole has been incredible and has struck out 23 batters across his last 2 starts. His most recent start was a 12 strikeout performance against a great Red Sox lineup in a 13-2 Yankees win. The Yankees have the best offense in baseball, and they are going to tee off on Lyles in this game. This game is going to get out of hand early, and it will be a blowout. So the New York Yankees to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Gerrit Cole has the ability to make this a long and difficult night for the Orioles at the plate, but it's hard not taking the over when the Yankees' bats are involved. The team is averaging more runs on the road than they are at home this season. Meanwhile, Baltimore is no cakewalk team in their home building. They proved it in the opener by dropping 6 runs on the visiting Yankees and nearly pulling off an upset. That number will come down with Cole on the mound, but this Orioles team will do just enough to help push the total over after another big hitting night from the Yankees. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. San Diego Padres versus New York Mets. The San Diego Padres will be looking for their 4th straight victory over the New York Mets in Saturday's National League Showdown. Not even Citi Field could save the Mets from having their offense put in hush mode by Padres starting pitcher Yu Darvish and company. Blake Snell will try to pick right back up where Darvish left off when starting on Saturday against Mets righty Chris Bassett. The Padres are 9-4 in their last 13 in Game 2 of a series and 3-10 in their last 13 road games. San Diego is 1-5 in their last 6 Saturday games. Meanwhile, the Mets are 5-1 in their last 6 Saturday games and 17-7 in their last 24 at home. New York is 1-5 in their last 6 in Game 2 of a series. The San Diego Padres have struggled on the road, losing 10 of the last 13 away from home, and part of that is due to not having 2 of their best hitters in the lineup, as Will Myers and Fernando Tatis Jr. continue to be sidelined with injuries. San Diego has lost 6 of the last 8 played at Citi Field against the Mets. San Diego starting pitcher Blake Snell was roughed up for 4 hits and 5 runs in only 3 2/3 innings a week ago this past Thursday in an 8-5 loss to the Colorado Rockies. Snell had control problems as the left-hander issued 6 walks. New York starting pitcher Chris Bassett has had 2 consecutive strong outings, allowing 11 hits and 3 runs in 12 1/3 innings. Bassett is doing pretty well over his last 3 starts. He's got 6 earned over 19.1 innings in that span with 17 hits and 2 walks for a 2-1 record. As for Snell, he's coming off a sketchy outing versus Colorado with 5 earned in 3.2 innings. That said, Snell posted just 2 earned over his previous 11 innings. This should be a fun starter matchup, and I believe that the Mets can ultimately power out a close win. So the New York Mets money line is our full game side pick. San Diego starting pitcher Blake Snell has a 5.22 ERA, while New York's Chris Bassett is slightly better, although high at 3.79. The total has finished over in 5 of New York's last 7 games played at home against the team that has an overall winning record, and in 3 of the last 5 games that the Mets have played against a team from the National League West. New York is 5th in runs scored with 437. The Mets bats won't stay quiet for long with this game taking place at Citi Field. Their offense had a rough run in Friday's opener, but they'll find their way back to being productive at the expense of Blake Snell and the Padres pitching rotation. The Mets are averaging 4.47 RBI, 8.56 hits, and 4.7 runs per game this season. It's only a matter of time before they find their spark against the Padres, and it's a great chance of that moment coming at Citi Field after losing back-to-back games. It also helps that Blake Snell is throwing a 5.87 ERA on the road this season. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Tampa Bay Rays versus Kansas City Royals. The Tampa Bay Rays and the Kansas City Royals meet in MLB action from Kauffman Stadium on Saturday. Tampa Bay is 7-1 in their last 8 games overall, while the over is 5-0 in their last 5 games overall. Kansas City is 1-4 in their last 5 games overall and 4-2 in their last 6 home games. It may seem strange to back a Royals team at the bottom of the American League Central while the Rays are battling with the Blue Jays for second in the American League East. However, baseball is a game of matchups, and the Jays actually play a part as well. Before mentioning Toronto, Tampa is not using their optimal rotation for this series. They had Drew Rasmussen on the mound for Friday's series opener, but will be giving Luis Patino the start in this game. If that name is unfamiliar, that's because he has just 2 appearances on the season. The first was back on the 4th day of the year, and then he didn't see the mound until 8 days ago. Worse yet, that first appearance was a 2-out start in which Tampa got smacked by the American League worst Athletics. The Royals are at least stronger than Oakland. They were able to prove that just prior to the All-Star break, they were missing over 10 players due to their series being up in Toronto and the extra COVID restrictions in Canada. However, they won the series opener as plus 310 underdogs and forced extra innings 2 nights later. That was without nearly all of their top guys like Andrew Benintendi and Whit Merrifield. They had to rely on a rookie in Bobby Witt Jr. and still push the Blue Jays to the brink. Now they'll be closer to full strength and facing a pitcher who has pitched exactly 4 innings all season. This is a prime spot for the Royals to crown themselves over another American League East team, so the Kansas City Royals money line is our full game side pick. The Rays are averaging 4.22 runs per game and 4.3 runs per game on the road. They averaged 3.33 runs per game in their last 3 games against the Royals, with Kansas City giving up 5.07 runs per game at home. The Rays will hit their average in this game. The Royals are averaging 3.9 runs per game and 3.59 runs per game at home. They averaged 1.67 runs per game in their last 3 games against the Rays. With Tampa Bay giving up 4.19 runs per game on the road, the Royals will score enough runs to push the score over the total. The Rays and Royals played over the total in 3 of their last 5 meetings. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.